But yeah, but yeah, muscle recovery is... So I'm officially done week 3 as I prep for running a low 31-minute 10K in 13 weeks. And in today's video, I wanted to go over my 3 phases of recovery. And then at the end of the video, I'll break down the actual training that I did. Today I have a special guest, Lily. She wanted to help out. So say hi, Lily.
Hi.
So these 3 phases of recovery, I'm going to talk about them kind of in order of least importance to most important. And it doesn't matter if you're training for a 5K or an ultra marathon, recovery is so important. And with that being said, let's get into my recovery phase number 1, which is nutrition. So I'm not going to go over my day-to-day nutrition. That's kind of a loaded subject and it's going to vary from person to person. However, one thing that I will talk about is post-activity or post-workout refueling. So something that I learned early on in my triathlon career was within 30 minutes of finishing a workout, especially if it's a hard or long workout, you want to try to refuel with protein and carbs. And I've been doing this successfully for over a decade and I swear by it. So what that looks like is 2 things for me. Number 1, if I can get home within that 30-minute window post-workout, then I'll usually have a smoothie, and what that consists of is usually a banana, some frozen fruit, almond milk, and protein powder. And then if I can't get home in time, in my car I'll have a shaker bottle full of water as well as some recovery powder. And the recovery powder, I'm not too committed on one specific brand. Right now I'm using the Scratch recovery powder. So post-workout refueling is something very simple. We can all do it. For myself, when I go into a hard workout or a long workout, I go in with the mentality that my workout's not finished until I start that recovery process, until I actually have that drink in my hand, then my workout is done.
Yeah.
All right, now we have recovery phase number 2, and that is muscle recovery. And this is where all of the recovery tools come into play. Now obviously I've gone a little bit overboard with my recovery tools. This is just all the stuff that I've accumulated over the last 10 or 15 years. Obviously you don't need anywhere near this amount. Just a basic foam roller will do the trick for most of you. Most of the recovery tools I have I'll use throughout the course of a week. I try to do at least 5 minutes every day. And I think this is something that is very, very neglected in the workout world. I'm sure many of you watching this have a foam roller that's sitting in the corner collecting dust and you haven't even looked at it in a few weeks. But yeah, muscle recovery is very important and it's something a lot of us neglect, so don't neglect it. All right, recovery phase number 3 is so important and it's not very exciting, and that is sleep. So not only getting enough sleep, but also getting the right kind of sleep is very, very important for recovery and for performance. You could take one of the fittest athletes on the planet, make all their training perfect, pump them full of performance-enhancing drugs, and if you make that athlete sleep deprived, they're 1, not going to perform to their potential, and they won't be recovering to their potential either. So for me, I really focus on getting enough sleep. I try to get my 8 hours every night. And lately I've been trying to study up on the different types of sleep, and I'm trying to get a little bit more deep sleep in my life. So that's something I'm currently working on, but it's something that I'm trying to learn about and improve. How much do you sleep? Like 10 hours?
I kind of sleep in.
You sleep in? Yeah, it must be nice. All right, now to break down my training over week 3. So week 3 was pretty unremarkable. Honestly, this is just how usually the last little bit of every month goes, just because of my work and my life. So overall, my running volume was about 70K for this week, and my total walk-run volume, though, was almost 179K. So even though I didn't run too much, I was on my legs a ton. And let's get right into what it is I actually did this week. So Monday, rest day. Tuesday, easy 45 minutes. Wednesday, did a 20K run at the track with a couple of my athletes, and we did a main set of 4x3K, and that was more based on their paces than mine. Still a great session. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all easy days. Sunday, 25K long run, again with one of my athletes, and I was pacing him at his marathon pace. Lots of ice and snow out there, so we got to work some muscles that aren't usually used while running. And all in all, I'm just happy to get in 70K this week and just maintain until next week, week 4. So not a very exciting week for training. The next few weeks will be really ramping up, but I did want to share with you kind of those 3 phases of recovery. So I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have any questions, leave your comments down below. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.